Um, lads, I don't know. I don't know. I think my initial thoughts with that is we kind of saw it coming. Oh man. I think because of I couldn't go today for personal reasons. So I've watched it, obviously. It's ended up Wolves 2, Coventry 3. And before I get into details and that, what I've got to say is, do you know what? Fair play to Coventry. I think they deserved it. They really deserved it. Like, they were the better team by a long way. But it don't make it any less hurtful. We've got this deep in the competition. We've beat, the likes of Brentford and Brighton. And it's just unfortunate that we've ended up with the injuries we've got, but oh man, that is horrible. 2-1 up. When did they get the second? 97th minute or something? No Wembley trips. I mean, we've still got PTSD from our last Wembley trip, so it'd have been nice to have gone back and try and redeem that Watford loss, but this ain't as painful as that, but right now it feels as painful. So we know we had none of our attack available. We started with the 5-3-2, Sarabia and Fraser as the two up there. Lamina was probably the most advanced out of Gomez, Doyle and Lamina. The back five, Santi Bueno was in for Dawson because Dawson was injured. And first half, Coventry were the much better team. Like, it was a miracle that we went in at 0-0. Because, to be honest, Wolves did have chances too. Semedo had a great chance. We had a few other chances, but my God, Ellis Sims for them missed a bit of a sitter, and they had other great chances. And let's be honest, Coventry, I think, were the better team that first half, and we were lucky to go in 0-0. And we come out second half, and the game was just mental. It was a mental game. But look, I'm not, I don't want to sound like salty or sour grapes. If we had our full squad, we'd have won the game today. If we'd have had Neto, Hwang, Bellegarde, Cunha, which that was a bit of a gutting blow, because I thought Cunha would at least be on the bench, but obviously he wasn't because he's not ready. Yeah, and Coventry were the much better team. They're in fine form in the Championship. They've been banging goals in. Ellis Sims for them has been getting hat-tricks. Like, he got a couple of hat-tricks in the build-up to this in his last 4 games. And I said, if you can look back at my comments in the build-up, I was very worried about this game. I predicted a 3-2 Wolves win, ironically, but after extra time. So the fact they've won 3-2 just rubs salt in the wounds even more. They go 1-0 up, a really long VAR check. It looked like a handball, but it's one of them, I don't know. How long it took in the end, I was just like, give them the goal for God's sake. But ridiculous long check. 1-0 to them. And then honestly at that point I didn't think we were going to even score. So the fact that we got the equaliser for Aït-Nouri was just like, wow, how have we done that? Jose Sarr, I mean, I think ITV give Aït-Nouri man of the match before Coventry scored their 2 goals, but Jose Sarr just gave us that chance to even go ahead, to be honest, because they should have been out of sight. They should have been 3 or 4-1 up, Coventry. They should have been. There's no doubt about that. But Aït-Nouri got the equaliser, and then he was instrumental in the goals, put us 2-1 up. Slots the ball through to Hugo Bueno, great finish. At that point, you think we go to Wembley. 9 minutes added on because of that VAR check took so long, so we knew there'd be a long added time. The Wolves players are out on their feet, let's be honest. We've got no one really to bring on. We brought on Doherty and Chiroma. I thought he did okay. Fraser struggled today. Really struggled up front, Nathan Fraser. No fault of his own. He shouldn't even be playing. Like, as I've said, we should have brought in players in January. But because of FFP and that, it's mad. But, it's fucking horrible, this. Great header from Ellis Sims on the 97th minute, I think it was. And then, I don't know who got their winner, because I nearly ripped the telly off the wall when it went in. It reminded me of the Man United winner in that 4-3 loss. Bent it, bottom corner, and that's it. And do you know what? Coventry, man, like, what a story they've had to come back from where they've been. I mean, we last played them in League One. Their comeback's been brilliant. They lost in the playoff finals last year. So if we were going to lose to anyone in a quarter final, I don't mind it being Coventry. I know they're meant to be local rivals, but we're not exactly bitter rivals, are we? So as deeply down and depressed as I am, I'm kind of happy for them too, and they deserved it. They were the better team. They could completely deserve to go through today. If we'd have won, it'd been the most shithouse, undeserving win ever. The atmosphere at Molineux was shit from both sets of fans. I know 12:15 kick-off don't help, and the fact that the Coventry fans are separated, Steve Ball lower, North Bank corner. But I can't comment much. I wasn't even at the game, but yeah, the crowd didn't help the players today, which they did in the Brighton game in the previous round. And that's it, really. I know I'm rambling now. It's not quite Watford, but it ain't far off because we had a chance at Wembley again. Now we've got to try and rebuild, international break, try and get some players back fit and try and push into Europe. But what I will end this video on is we've had a fantastic season. We were tipped for relegation. We've got to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, which no one would have expected. We're pushing up towards the top end of the Premier League, top half of the Premier League. So we've got to be grateful. Right now, it's hard to think like that. But right now, that's what we've got to think. The players as well, although, you know, we had no one on there, but they did battle. You've got to give them that. I know it weren't the best performance today, but they had a go. They battled. And as frustrated as the fans are going to be, and as frustrated as I am, you've got to... this team gives effort. No matter the result, this team gives effort, and you cannot say they didn't get effort today. But we were knackered, we were out on our feet. I think Coventry would have gone on to win in extra time anyway, because we were on our ass. We really were. It's been a long, old, tough season with this small squad. So this is why Jeff Shee, Matt Hobbs need to build a bigger squad if we want to do something next year. My man of the match, Sarr and Aït-Nouri, joint man of the match for Wolves. But fair play to Coventry. Comment your thoughts down below. And yeah, absolutely gutted.